Welcome back to this channel. On today's video vlog, we're going to be diagnosing our BBSHD because it's been acting out on me. I'm having issues with it. It's either the controller or the motor core. It was stalling a lot. I just tested it out just now around the neighborhood and it was going only around 5 to 8 miles per hour. And I contacted Luna about it because this is a new controller, BBSHD from them. And, I thought originally it was the ludicrous controller that I had before, but they're saying that it could be the motor core. Now I had to check the actual motor core, the windings, to see if it was burnt on the other side. I told him the symptoms it was having. Obviously it was stalling at 5 to 8 miles per hour only. The rear wheel was having resistance if you were moving it in reverse. So they said that it could be the motor core. When I opened the controller, there aren't any signs of anything burning. And that was the same goes for my ludicrous controller. So it could be the motor core. I'm actually hoping it's the motor core because that would mean that this is still going to work, this ludicrous controller, on my other BBSHD motor, perhaps. We'll see. I tested it again in Turnbull Canyon and I made it home just fine, but around the neighborhood, it started cutting off. After 20 miles on this new controller, there's no error codes whatsoever. It just started acting out and stalling. So we're going to check the motor core. Obviously that's on the other side. That was easy. This part should have more resistance. On my ludicrous controller, it's not working at all. That's why I thought it was a controller. On this new controller, it's at least going 5 to 8 miles per hour, but obviously that's not enough to anyone's standards. So we're gonna check it out, but this bike has been giving me issues lately. Right after I claim it to be my favorite bike, it's starting to give me issues. Gosh. And this motor only has about under 400 miles. Typically BBSHD motors last you like 1,500 to 3,000 miles, is from what I'm reading, without issues. And I don't even ride this bike that hard. I just try to do wheelies on it, but I don't ride it hard at all. That I'm really hoping that it's the motor core. At the same time, I'm hoping I could still get that ludicrous controller to work, because I've contacted Luna. I've requested, can I buy another ludicrous controller from you guys? And they're saying no. You have to buy a kit altogether. You have to buy a bike from them, a whole bike, just to get a ludicrous controller, because that's just how they are. I don't know why, Now that I can access the casing, that's what I'm gonna undo these bolts right here. We'll inspect the inside of the motor windings. Comment below if you guys have similar problems and what you guys did. If I had to guess, I think the motor is just bad now, and any controller I put to it just goes bad, after 20, 30 miles. And there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. And casing, it does smell. I can't say it smells like a burnt, but it smells like a strong glue. The other thing too, it's not the gearbox because I've already put grease in here. Oh, it's the motor, guys. Just as I expected. I can already see right here that the motor is black when it should be, copper color. So Luna is right. It's kind of just as they expected. No matter how many times I replace the controller, if the motor core is burnt, I'm gonna have issues. Looks like my giant Anthem frame is gonna be decommissioned for a while until I replace this somehow. I think the main importance of this video is if your controller is having issues and there's no error codes whatsoever and your bike is not reversing freely and when it has resistance, it's likely it's your motor core. That's what a burnt motor core looks like. I can't say it smells like burnt, but it smells like really bad glue. At least that's how I can describe it. What a bummer. What a bummer. You could see all the windings there. It's not even, you could see it's dark black color when it shouldn't be. So I just need a motor core replacement. Hopefully get this guy back to life. Thank you for tuning in on this bummer of a vlog, but I hope it was useful for you. If you have a lot of mid-drives like I do, you're bound to have issues at some point. Don't just assume that it's the controller, because that's the most common issue that this thing can have. Stay tuned for more content. Like and subscribe to help out the channel by checking out the useful links in the description below for discounts on your mid-drive or an arielrider or a Super73. Hope I get this fixed soon. See you guys in the next ride. Peace.